Hello and welcome to another episode of Arms Ranked. Today it's only 3 matches, but I think they're pretty good. So we have Spicy Deluxe and King Cold. So starting off with Spicy Deluxe, we go to a good stage to fight this player, Ramen Bowl. By good stage I mean because his name's Spicy, it's ramen. But anyway, they were rank 17. I was expecting they would use Min Min, but they instead used Springtron, based on their badge. Would have been good if they used Min Min though, because it's Ramen Bowl. Anyway though, you might notice I'm using the Chilla. I remember back in the old days I used to use the Chilla a lot more, and that was a good grab. And I decided, because I'm having trouble finding a third arm in my set, might as well try this one out again, and I think it worked out alright. The ice mind games are kind of challenging, but I think that did okay for them. He's able to get the EMP and then kind of goes berserk on me now, like crazy aggressive, more than before. He's able to get my health down, probably below his actually. But I'm able to get a sort of clutch grab because he almost broke that to take the round. I went ahead and switched to Slamamander because I kind of thought that he was going to switch to Megaton. I just dashed too early there, but I'm kind of pleased with how I handled being stunned. Anyway, I'm a little sad that the rush didn't land, but I guess I was just slightly too far away, or maybe the rush just isn't fast enough for this. And since I don't have the nade equipped, I didn't go for a punish of that, since he could just rush me. With the nade, I would usually punish that, and that was kind of a stupid grab. But with the nade, you can punish Springtron's EMP even when he has rush, because then the explosion will blow up in his face. In fact, I love doing that because it like never fails, and it's always funny when I can get a Springtron to waste their rush like that. But anyway, I'm able to finish them off just with a nice rush and take the second round a bit more cleanly than the first. Although they still did pretty well overall, especially for someone who's ranked 17 in my opinion. Next up though was King Cold. They were ranked 19 and they used Lollipop. This is a fun change. I don't see many Lollipops. They're using a set similar to Twin 5, except with the Fire Dragon instead of the Ice one, which I think is interesting. I think Twin 5 is obviously a way better player than this guy. No offense, but I think the Ice Dragon in the right hands would be a lot more threatening, but to maybe lesser skilled players, the Fire Dragon is just more reliable. I have no idea what broke that grab. It didn't look like it hit the stage, but that's probably what it was, if it wasn't just lag or something. Anyway though, I've got rush, so I'm trying to keep the pressure on them. And with the dragon, you kind of want to stay close because it's a lot more effective at long range than it is at close range. And I really lucked out there, like especially them breaking their rush and then counter rushing. It probably would have been in their best interest to shield, but I think they were not expecting a counter rush, especially since, honestly, I got pretty lucky that if there was just a smidge of lag, that counter rush probably would have failed because the Biffler is pretty fast. But they've only got a sliver of health left, so I'm able to just whack them. They went ahead and switched to Sparky, and I switched to Nade because I think Nades generally do better against Lollipop, although I kind of wanted to test the waters with the Chilla just to see what would happen. But since she's often in the air because of her dashes, I thought that was kind of funny. Like, it was at this moment Aiden knew he messed up. Not gonna say it. Anyway, I go ahead and rush them because they were really out of options that could have worked unless I had just poorly timed a rush. And I knew I had to hit her or else I would have eaten a dragon, and that's exactly what happened. And then they get a good grab. I'm kind of surprised they went for another one, but luckily I was able to dodge it. and a rush could really turn things around for them. So I'm trying to stay at mid-range the best I can, because one rush would probably call it even and give them the slight advantage, because I'm already in the bottom area. I get another sort of lucky grab. They were just too slow to break it, and I'm able to just sort of catch them out of the air with their dash. I thought that was pretty lucky. I'm not usually able to catch lollipops in the air, even though I don't try that often, I guess. Anyway, though, they were willing to rematch me, and we are back at Ramen Bowl. So I noticed that they had equipped the Scully, but was surprised that they didn't pop it out in the first round. I guess they were just having it in their back pocket just in case. I get a fairly lucky grab. They could have broken it with the Coolerang, but they probably just didn't see it coming, so they went ahead and held on to their Coolerang. I don't know what that was. And I'm unable to snatch her up again for another grab, sort of getting lucky. We trade grabs there. Better than eating a grab, I guess. But I'm doing pretty well this round, and I know I wouldn't have it perfect since I already took chip damage, but I was trying my best to still keep it at full health. But unfortunately for me, I end up getting grabbed, so now you can actually see the black area. Not to mention I'm getting hit just normally now too. That dragon probably could have hit me if it was angled right. And if I had to guess, whenever they're going back and forth, they're trying to bait a grab. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get the full combo, and they're able to block. If I had landed the Slamamander, that would have been the end for them. Anyway, this stage is definitely more in favor of them, especially with their dragons, because they're trying to play the range game. But I'm still able to take the round and go on to round 2. They went ahead and switched to double Scullies, and in a way I was only expecting one Scully, but ended up with 2, which is why I went with double nades. But yeah, there can be mind games played with your arm choices alone even. And I think it's kind of interesting. I don't hear a lot about it. And I thought, oh, I've got them now, but then they're able to poison me, and then they get a good rush on me from kind of a really confident grab. And yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't see poison all that often, but I'm never too worried about it because the poison hits don't really affect my super armor. But whenever you're actually poisoned, they're a lot slower, and your character stutters, which is really annoying. Like, I didn't really even take much notice of the stuttering until this game, because, again, I haven't seen much poison, and I'm usually able to block it for the most part. So yeah. Sort of dancing with the grab, but I'm able to bop them in the head to take the game. So good games to King Cold and Spicy Deluxe, and thank you for watching. Bye!